Morning and welcome to the Fit Swing Guide channel. My name's Stuart Lomas. Firstly, forgive the tracksuit. Just been working out as I try to do every morning. Anyway, there you go. Today's video is talking about the Omega Aqua Terra, the new Bond watch. Going to be a bit nerdy. Sorry, I know it's not me, but going to be a little bit nerdy. Done a bit of research into this, and I want to ask a question. Is it a little bit too bland for Bond? And I'll come back to that in a little while. So let's get the nerdy bits out of the way first. So basically, as we know, it's called the Aqua Terra. They're calling it the Skyfall watch, and I'll touch on that towards the end of the video as well. It's a reference 23110422103. It's a 41.5mm dial. It is a beautiful blue dial. The 007 version has yellow markers and indices with the 007 logo towards the bottom. It has a beautiful exhibition back with lovely guilloche work and cutaways on the rotor. It's got a great idea for a change for Omega, which is a butterfly clasp. Really nice, and I've seen another video about this where you have to open the butterfly clasp completely to allow you to get it off your hand. Now, I don't know whether this was just the hand of the guy that was talking about it or whether this works regardless of sizing, but the butterfly clasp is a nice little change, I feel, for Omega, because we are very used to the diver style clasp on the Planet Oceans and the Seamasters. Now, with a little bit of luck, that's all the nerdiness out of the way. Now we're going to come to stuff that's more like me. What I want to talk about here, firstly, let's talk about, it's called the Skyfall watch. Now, as far as I'm aware, he in the film Skyfall, he actually wore an Omega Planet Ocean. Reference 232-30422101-001. You can tell I've done some reading on this, can't you? Now, on the internet, it does actually say that you do see him wearing the Aqua Terra. Now, I didn't see it. A big fan of this movie. I think it's the best Bond movie for quite a long time. And I do like Daniel Craig playing Bond. But I didn't see this watch. Maybe I should watch it again and keep my eyes open, really. Now I know the story and I know basically I can act the plot. Maybe I should keep an eye on his wrist. Now, the question that I'm posing, is it a bit bland for Bond? Well, the reason I say that, if you're watching this and you're kind of either my age or a big Bond fan, so you've watched all the Bonds right back to Sean Connery and George Lazenby and my Bond. We all have a Bond. Yes, we do. We all have a Bond like we all have a Doctor Who. My Bond, Roger Moore. Now, I know that the Bond makers, Eon, were under pressure to move away from the hedonistic, male-orientated, gadget-strewn Bond movies to more of an action flick, as it were, where Bond was just a character, as it were, the lead character, a little bit like Bourne, for instance. And that's what they achieved. But I noticed in Skyfall they put back in little nods to the old days. You know, they brought Q back, and obviously at the end they've got a male M. And they've got a modern day replica of the old M office with a buttoned leather door and posh desk and all that. The archetypal Bond architecture. Now, so why am I saying that is the Aqua Terra, given as nice as it is, a little bit bland for Bond? Well, if you hark back to the Roger Moore days when he wore his Rolexes, of course, you were looking at things, I'm sure you'll remember, like the rotating bezel, which could cut through ropes and things like that, and the other one where the watch became magnetic when you rotated the bezel round, and he pulled Madeline Smith's zipper down on the back of her dress. Oh yes, I remember that well. If they're going to go down the route of a little bit more gadgets, I'm not saying they should turn back to the heyday of Bond, as it were, but what do they do with the Aqua Terra? It's a little bit, it's a watch, and that's what it is. You know, it has a crown, it has a dial, and it tells the time. It doesn't look as though it could have many, if any, gadgets built into it. Now, I know we're talking about Eon Productions here, and I know we're talking about the best special effects people in the world, regardless what anybody else might say, and I know that they could make it appear that the Aqua Terra will do other things if they go down that route, but I feel it's a little bit, dare I say it, plain. You know, Daniel Craig is carrying off this incarnation of Bond fantastically well. He's a good-looking guy, he's fit, he's fanciable by those of a female persuasion, and maybe male persuasion, who knows. And, you know, he has this image of being this suave, debonair man about town who will put a bullet through your head for the glory of Queen and country. And he should have a watch on his wrist that looks something special. And I, with the greatest respect to Omega, and I have a lot of respect for Omega, as you're aware, I'm after a Seamaster. The Aqua Terra? Not sure. Not sure. So let me know what your thoughts are on the Aqua Terra and Bond. Did it appear in Skyfall? Have I missed it? If you know where it appeared in Skyfall, tell me. Point out where it is and I will have a look for it, I promise. If it didn't appear in Skyfall, why is it called the Skyfall watch and not the Spectre watch? It's an interesting one, that. I must be wrong. I can't see Omega making such a huge error. You've seen him wear a Planet Ocean both on a strap and on a bracelet. You've seen that, and you've had close-up shots of it, especially in Casino Royale when he's on the train with Vesper Lind. But Skyfall, maybe I was taken away too much by all the action. Who knows? I'm not too sure. But if you know, let me know. Only a short one for this morning. I've got things to do. I will be back later today. I want to talk politics. As you're probably aware, there's something happening in Manchester this evening, quite important. So I will try and make another video later on today. But this one, as I say, if you've not seen the Omega commercial for the Aqua Terra, have a look at it. It is beautiful. It is a gorgeous advert for a gorgeous watch. The blue dial is to die for. The yellow markers even better. Yellow and blue always go well together. The bracelet is wonderful, and the butterfly clasp, absolutely. A blonde leggy shop assistant in a posh jeweller's could part me from my money very, very easily for a watch like the Aqua Terra. But too bland for Bond? That's my question. Any answers, any pointers, down below. Any questions, down below. If you want to lambast me, down below, by all means. Or if there's anything that you want me to talk about and give my twist on, down below. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this little short one. And don't forget, please subscribe. Bye-bye.